Right hook, you know it's splitting. Ayy, and he catch it with an uppercut. He lost it, bitch.
This is Fight Game News Talk. Here with the host Joey Ramos.
Yes, sir.
Host Even Hands Boxing, man. We want to send a big shout out to Big Face Music, man, for providing the beat, man. That thing was fire, my boy. Big shout out to Do 6 for the vocals and the lyrics, man. You did your thing, young blood. We want to send a big shout out to True Champ 2. We ain't got our True Champ chick here on today, but we want to send them a big shout out.
So, as we know, it's a big boxing week. We've been waiting for this for a while, right? Because we haven't had no boxing since November, right? We've been waiting for a big fight.
We had boxing next week, but
yeah, but no. We about to get into a real good fight, which is the David Morell versus the Mexican monster
David Benevidez. Here we go. Let's start from the bottom, man. Let me.
It's a pretty decent card, man.
Yeah,
I think they got some little young bloods on there that's gonna push them over.
I like the little undercards. I like the undercards, man. The undercard is look, man. I'm excited to see Carmel Moulton and Frank Zaldivar. I believe you pronounce his name. Zaldivar, yes,
okay.
Frank Zaldivar.
Moulton, I'm interested in Moulton because, like I said, he reminds me of a young Tank. You know, he's just a beast. You know what I'm saying? And not for nothing, he's been in there with some decent competition that made him have fight.
Yeah, I watched Zaldivar fight Pro Box here a few months back. He didn't look too bad. I think it's gonna be a good fight. I think Moulton is gonna. He should win it. You know, he should.
Nah, at this stage in his career, they're picking people he's supposed to win against. You know, not putting people in there. It's a 50-50 fight. You know what I'm saying? So.
Does he need to win by KO, TKO?
Nah, I think as a coach, and I think all they want to see is him putting stuff together, because as he collectively gets higher up in competition, they want to see how he puts a fight together. You know, how does he start it? How does he go in the middle? How does he finish it? You know what I'm saying? And the only way to do that, he's not going to knock everybody out. You know what I mean? I don't want to say that because Tank does, but obviously we can't say he's Tank yet. So we got to see him when he gets in there with somebody that makes him have to do more. I think as a coach, that's what they're going to try to see. You know what I'm saying?
We got a lot of Cubans on this card, man.
Got a lot of movers, man. Got a lot of movers.
Them Cubans don't fight like them Cubans of back in them Cubans of old, though, man.
I mean, listen, they got a beautiful movement. Of course, they got beautiful styles. I think there's a lot of Cuban fighters that go unnoticed. You know what I'm saying? You got Rigondeaux, obviously, but he's just where his last fight was horrible. He didn't throw, he barely punched. You know what I'm saying? So, but here you got some young cats that are gonna come out here and push him up.
Listen, we got young Caipos Gallegos, box lab guy, you know, against Leonardo Padilla. You know, I'm excited. I'm looking forward to this fight. I'm taking Caipo by majority decision, but I don't think it's gonna be as easy as people think it is, you know.
Nah, I'm gonna give him a UD, but I think just because he gets a UD doesn't mean he's not doing work. Yeah, I think at the stage where he's at, being on this stage, I think they want to show him his skills, and the way to show skills is by getting round.
I want to say Caipo fought on the card with
when we fought
Moldy.
Correct.
Moldy fought on there, and he fought Iron Alvarez, and Iron Alvarez gave him a little
tough fight. I mean,
tough fight, man.
I heard that
to the later rounds,
but I heard the ref. They felt like the ref was a quick stoppage. You know
no. I mean, Caipo took control late. No, he took control late. You know, people are just gonna sit there and say what they're gonna say. Yeah. You know, I listen.
Either way, he got the win.
Yeah, and he got, you know, he got to get the work in, you know, and he wasn't quick and nothing, so you know he got to get the rounds in.
Okay.
And then we got Yoenis Hernandez against Angel Ruiz Ortega. I'm gonna take Yoenis, another Cuban kid. You know,
Look, I'm cool with taking all Cubans except the main.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'll say that.
Again, I'm gonna keep
that.
saying these Cuban fighters are not like the Cuban fighters of old, man. These guys are sitting there now and they'll sit in the pocket and they'll plant their feet and get it in now, man. It's a different, you know, it's different with them, man.
You better use them.
Is that what you're saying?
Fucking am right. So
we got Jesus Ramos Jr. against Jason Rosario against Banana.
No. To me, Rosario he's on his way out. He hasn't been the same since.
Listen, he looked all right when him and Swift fought here on Pro Box a few months back.
Yeah, but Swift is done too, man. Swift was out of the ring for how long? Then remember, Swift took the loss before that. So I mean, it's hard to say. He wasn't the old Swift. You know what I'm saying? And then Jensen, he ain't been the same since he lost to Charlo and Lubin. You know what I'm saying? So he ain't. I mean, don't get me wrong. They're on a good stage. Let them do their thing.
Then Lubin beat Ramos too, didn't he?
Yeah, that was a close decision.
That was a close
but
decision.
I'm gonna go with Ramos.
Oh yeah, I'm taking Ramos. Oh yeah.
And I'm gonna go by stoppage.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Ramos stops him.
How long?
It's my last name too, so I think yeah.
I might
Probably
put
related or
Benevidez on
something.
there.
No, I think he's gonna stop him for sure. Because I think if anything, what he learned of the Lubin fight is you got to go forward and don't trust the judges, right? Because clearly that fight, some people thought he won, that he outboxed, and then some people.
Yeah, I thought. Me personally, I thought it was a draw. You know, the way the scorecards came out was crazy to me. That's what the crazy part was. But I thought personally it was a draw because it was a good fight.
Well, in that fight, when I had it originally, I thought Lubin obviously was going to be the boxer because I felt Lubin has the skills to box. And then also with Ramos, he was the puncher. So I felt like which one was going to do what they were supposed to. And Lubin was on the back leg boxing. Ramos didn't come forward enough and actually let his power shots go when he had Lubin on the rope. So I think from that fight, I believe this is his first fight since then, right?
I think he's fought.
Has he fought before?
Yeah, I think he's fought one of the
All right,
times.
but I think it's a good step up fight. But I got him over Rosario.
Yeah, and then we have Isaac Pitbull Cruz. I think, yeah.
I like Pitbull because he's a similar style to Alex. But what I want to see is, I got to see a jab or something come on top of what he's doing, man. I just think I think he has a good talent when it gets close and he lets him run. But watching him with a mover,
With Venezuela.
you saw he had an issue with him moving, and that's because he didn't pop a jab. So I want to see in this fight. I want to see can he put that jab on it. Because here's the thing.
And Fierro was a long lanky kid, man. You know, listen, Venezuela put the blueprint out how to beat him. You know, hop, step to the side and keep turning.
So that's what I'm looking for as a fan and as a coach. I want to see the adjustment they made in camp.
So you think Fierro will be able to keep moving him and spinning him, man?
Nah, I'm gonna go with Cruz just because Cruz is difficult. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna pick Cruz.
You're gonna pick? I'll pick Cruz too because I just feel that his tenacity, you know, his
it's a lot.
Yeah, man. It's you know, if you ain't mentally strong for that, man,
100%.
you're gonna.
And plus, I want to see him win because I want to see him win so we can see bigger fights down the road with some other guys. You know what I'm saying?
Then we get to Brandon Figueroa, the babyface assassin, against Steven Fulton, man. Listen, a couple years ago I would have picked Fulton again, but today I'm gonna take Brandon.
Ah man, I love Fulton, but I don't know if he's been what he was before he lost.
Listen, his last fight, you know, the guy basically.
I mean, he was rusty, but I'm gonna give him a fight because you know, coming off of a loss, it was a tough fight that he went into.
Yeah, but then he got dropped a couple times too. You know,
I don't look for the drops, man. If you getting up and you keep rocking,
definitely. But I think Brandon's pressure and constant. I think that's gonna be the difference in that fight.
No, I'm gonna agree with you. I'm gonna pick
that first fight. Their first fight was
at 122,
and it was close.
And Fulton pulled it off.
Yeah, a lot of people thought Brandon won that fight also. You know.
Yeah. I'm gonna go with Figueroa too. I'm not gonna disagree. I think Figueroa's pressure plus him being at 126 longer. I think the weight and the power is gonna do it, and I think he might be able to. I think he might be able to hurt him.
I think you know. I see Fulton have a lot of trouble his last fight with Mexican kid.
Yeah.
And he was long and lanky like that, you know, and it seemed like he was having trouble.
When he figured him out, he started touching him. But here's the thing, though, Figueroa is different. You know, he's gonna keep coming. He's gonna have the pressure. He's not gonna stop. He's gonna make you feel uncomfortable, and he might put him in a bad place mentally where it's like, damn, you know, he get touched with some hard shots. You'll be like, damn. But I think I won't be surprised if Figueroa can't stop him.
You think Inoue ruined Fulton?
I don't know yet, man. I think this fight for me will determine that because I still think he did okay coming back on the last fight. And mind you, it wasn't an easy fight, but mentally you gotta think what he went from. He went from being on a card on TV, went from being the man to now you fighting on a prelim, and you ain't even on the TV card. So mentally, as a fighter that's been up here, now you got to deal with all those other things. So I'm going to give him a little bit a pass because he handled all those things together. And I think he did okay. I'm not saying it was his best performance, but tomorrow night we're going to find out if Niue did destroy him. Because if he gets up, comes out and gets dropped or gets hurt or gets knocked out even, he might not be the same again. You know what I'm saying?
People don't understand a lot. Some of these fights take a lot out of you, man. It takes a lot out of you mentally, physically, emotionally.
Every war does. Anybody that gets in a war like that, you get knocked out or you get stopped like that, it does take a piece out of you. But I don't think the career's done. You know what I'm saying? I think it takes special fighters to rebound from that. He's a special talent, so I do think he can rebound from it. I am going to give him a pass in the last fight because mentally he had to deal with more than he ever had. Like I said, being up here and now you're back down here. So I'm going to give him that pass, but I think for me tomorrow is going to show us a lot.
And then we get to the main event. I told you I would wait. I said I would wait to get my official pick right before it.
Oh yeah, because you haven't really said who you're going to pick all week.
I'm taking Morell. I'm gonna take Morell, and you know what?
I need everybody to know that's watching this. This is the shit I gotta deal with. All right, I gotta deal with this guy and some blasphemy.
I'm gonna tell you.
I need to tell me why. Just tell me why.
Right, so I was listening to the promoter Luis de Cuba earlier, and he made a good point. You know, to me he did. You know, as long as Morell can use his feet and win rounds early and steal rounds early, he'll put David in a place where David could come in and get caught with something trying to do too much. Mm-hmm. You know, now he said it doesn't go 9, but I don't think that. I think that if Morell goes out there and wins them early rounds and he puts David in a you know, now I gotta come to you. He can catch him with something because I believe he's got enough pop to stun him, or at least to make benevidez respect. You know, so yeah, that's my pick. I'm taking Morell, and I'm gonna take him by decision, man.
Alright. I'm gonna go with the number 12. You know why I'm going with the number 12?
Tom Brady, there's no.
Nah. I'm gonna go with 12 just because I'm gonna hit you some facts real quick. You said you think Morell can take the earlier rounds and take it away, right? But let's go back to this reset real quick. Morell ain't been in the ring with nobody like Plant or Boo Boo, right? But here's where the number 12 comes from, right?
Okay.
Benevidez was down 6 rounds to Plant.
Okay.
Benevidez was down 6 rounds to Boo Boo.
But that don't hit like
hold on. You just said he got to move. He got to.
Yeah.
Okay, those were movers. But my point that I'm saying is, he's been down 6 rounds in a fight, and he knows how to come back and take care of business and do what you're supposed to do, right? What I'm saying about Morell that I don't know yet is how is his mental gonna do that with somebody? Because here's the thing with David. We've never seen David go up and come back down. When David starts going up, it ain't no going back down. He's going up and it's all gas, right? So for me, I just feel that the experience of being in there with a Caleb Plant, a Boo Boo, I just think that David has been more on going through things in a fight that make him have to get better, right? So him being down 6 rounds to Plant, him being 6 rounds down to Boo Boo, you would have never known because how he finished the fight, right? So for me, David has to do everything perfect. Morell meaning distance, space, most importantly his jab, and then obviously I think his chin's good. And here's the thing, bro. There's gonna be a time in that fight, mark my words, there's gonna be a time in that fight that the Mexican Monster is gonna make Morell have to say, do I really want this? Because the Mexican Monster is really that guy that says, yo, you want to kill me to beat me. And that's that line that I need to see David cross, because I haven't seen Morell cross that. We've seen Benevidez say, oh, I gotta change it to another gear or I'm gonna lose. You know what I'm saying? So for me, I'm gonna pick the Mexican Monster. I don't know if it goes 12. I'm gonna say if there's a stoppage, I'm gonna say it's 10-12.
Okay.
I want to be surprised if it can go 12. Either way, I think it's going to be an amazing fight with two young fighters in their prime, both tall, both strong. But I'm going to go with the Mexican monster to pull it out just because of the experience. And to me, he's been in deep water more than Morell.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Who you guys taking? Leave a comment and let us know, man. This is Fight Game News Talk with our fight predictions for February 1st.
Oh, wait, we got one more, though. We got one more. We can't forget about the ladies' fight on Sunday. Caressa Shields and yeah, they got a card Sunday, so Caressa Shields gonna be fighting for the heavyweight title.
Oh, is that right? Oh,
Yeah.
no, isn't she the heavyweight champ right now?
No, she's a light heavy. Right? I think she's light heavy. So she's going up to heavy to get the belt.
I can't think of that girl's name, man.
I forgot what her name is, but either way, we're gonna pick Caressa either way. Either way, we know she gonna go in. We know she gonna go and handle business. But now let me ask you this question real quick before we switch it off. If she does win, does this put her in another step as the greatest of right now? Even if Amanda's on top.
Well, here's the thing. As long as Amanda's in the game, no.
Okay, that's fair. That's a fair assessment.
But as for Clarissa saying she wouldn't mind going down there to go meet her to go.
No, I heard her comment and she said, "Listen, you want me to go to 140 something, but it's not gonna happen. There's no way she gets up to heavyweight and she goes."
But even if she did it, she'd be a fool. I think she'd be a fool because
it's the same thing.
Going up
It's the same thing like David just asked about Canelo. Would you go to Canelo? No, I'm never gonna go back to 168. If the fight happens, it's gonna be at 173, a catch weight in between. I'm not going back down to 168, right? He said for no amount of money, he's going back down to 168, which is fair because now he's starting to set his body up.
Well, he said, I seen him in an interview. He said that he cruiserweight champion is next. He said cruiserweight is next or something. He said,
But I couldn't let it go without talking about Caressa. But either way, tomorrow's gonna be a good fight. Tune in. We're gonna do a recap after the fight happens. We're gonna do a recap and actually see what happens. Sunday morning, we're gonna be back on there, baby.
This is Fight Game News Talk.
We out.
Not even on your best day, and not even on your worst day.